my name is Roshan, and I'm going to be taking you guys through Smarter Finance. So let's get started off with kind of showing you how the Propel auth system works. So let's quickly log out and then log back in. And as you can see, it's super simple. I log back in, and then I'm literally redirected back to the app. So over here, you can kind of see the dashboard page where you can see my current balance along with my annual salary. This is all hosted on Capital One's API and Nessie. And then we also use MongoDB to store additional information. And as you scroll down, we can see information about our purchases. So we made a gift purchase for $50 in the past, public transportation, home maintenance, and so on. And then you can see actual categories about our purchase history. And the way that we did this is we used Cerebus's API to use an LLM to break down each of the purchases down into 6 different categories: housing, transportation, food, entertainment and leisure, healthcare, and savings and investments. And then you can see kind of these blocks about how these expenses change over time. So which is really helpful, just in case you want to see, like, am I spending more on entertainment, or am I spending more on healthcare, and so on. On top of that, you can navigate through previous purchases, which is great so that you can get an overall view of kind of what exactly you're paying for. And at the bottom, you can see our finance chat. So I can ask it a question. So how can I decrease my entertainment spending? And so we can send it. This also runs on the Cerebus API, and it can give an actionable recommendation that we can follow through on. And as you can see, it actually uses information. It actually uses our information to give a recommendation. So we pass it kind of our expenses, our salary, and also the current balance in our account. So now let's move on to groups. So groups are a way for you to split costs with a surrounding group of people. So say, for instance, you go grocery shopping for your roommates, and maybe you typically want to use the eggs while your roommate and you both use the milk. Well, it's a way for you to split costs based upon an itemized bill. So let's make a group right now, 10 apps, and I'm going to invite one of my friends into the group. So as we can see, we have 10 apps over here, and it shows all of the active members in the group. And we can also leave the group like so, which is great. And now that we have the group, let's go over to the itemized bill or itemized receipt processing. So as I mentioned before, like we had a grocery bill and we bought some of the items on that grocery bill. Maybe our roommates are sharing some of the items, and maybe we're not sharing some of the other items. So we can upload it up. And we basically use an optical character recognition model to identify the items on the list. And I can show you that with another receipt too. So this is the Staples receipt. Let's go back to the previous receipt though, because it's more complicated. So yeah, zucchini, bananas, potatoes, and so on. So there's so many different things. So we can choose a group for this receipt. We can choose how those costs get split up. So we can both split up the potatoes, broccoli is Ishan, I got the Brussels sprouts, and so on. And finally, we can submit the receipt in, and the receipt saves successfully, and then those costs get logged with both me and Ishan.